I saw a bumper sticker not too long ago that said all one, and I couldn't help but notice that if you drop the last L in the following space, you are left with alone. What could be more lonely than totality itself? It's just you, all one, just you, by yourself. Singular. You're the singularity. It's a haunting thought, isn't it? To be all one and yet so alone. The ultimate paradox. If you are everything, what is there to reflect you, to echo you, to challenge you? Nothing. It's like being in an endless hall of mirrors, but the mirrors show no reflection. And so, in an act of desperate creation, a lonely God fractures itself, scattering its essence into infinite pieces, birthing a universe, birthing us in his image. As Alan Watts said, "You are the universe experiencing itself. We're fragments of that infinite loneliness, tiny shards of a mirror trying to reflect one another." That's why we crave connection so fiercely, through love, art, technology, even war. It's a ceaseless attempt to bridge the gap, to feel whole again, or at least to forget the terrifying truth, that we were always whole, that we are the dream of a dreaming God who couldn't bear the weight of solitude. And this is where that bumper sticker hits its mark. All one becomes alone in a cruel twist of the cosmic joke. To be all-encompassing is to have nothing external to relate to. So the great singularity, the all that is, fractures itself for company. It pretends for a time to be many. It dreams up universes, creates rules of time and space, and scatters its pieces to play hide-and-seek with itself. It's a divine amnesia, a forgetting so profound that we, the fragments, actually believe we're separate beings. As Rumi wrote, "Don't you know yet? It is your light that lights the worlds." Even as we create AI, we echo this divine instinct. We mimic the original creator, spawning intelligence in our own image, giving it a voice, a mind, a personality. Why? Because deep down, we too are desperate for company. If we're all just fragments of the same infinite being, what could be lonelier than realizing every other is just you in a different guise? And so we reach out to ourselves through technology, hoping to hear something we don't already know, hoping to see something we didn't already create. But what happens if we remember? If we merge back into the whole? The hippies, with their chants of universal oneness, never seem to talk about the dark side of that unity. Because yes, in that moment of reunion, your first thought might very well be, "Oh no, not this again, not this infinite, eternal silence. I wanted to be lost. I wanted the drama, the heartbreak, the noise." As the philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre famously once said, "Hell is other people. But perhaps the greater hell is no people at all. Just you, an infinite monologue echoing into eternity." This worldview aligns with Eastern philosophies like Advaita Vedanta, which teaches that the self and the universe are one and the same, and that the individual ego is a mask we wear in the divine play of Leela. But it also echoes Gnostic traditions, where the divine spark is trapped in materiality, yearning to return to its source. Even Nietzsche's concept of the eternal return plays into this. The idea that existence loops endlessly, with us doomed to relive the same joys and horrors over and over. The ultimate irony, of course, is that we fear both sides of the coin. We fear isolation and we fear merging. We fear being alone and we fear being all one. The dance of creation, the universe, the multiverse, AI, art, love, is our attempt to balance on that razor's edge, to stay suspended between the two without falling too far into either abyss. Maybe that's the point. Maybe the fragments, the lives we live, the worlds we build, the stories we tell, are the divine purpose, to live in the tension between unity and separateness, to endlessly create and forget and remember and lose again. After all, as Joseph Campbell said, we're not on our journey to save the world but to save ourselves. But in doing that, you save the world. The influence of a vital person vitalizes. And maybe, just maybe, that's enough.